Have you ever wondered about Jesus' role in the greatest cosmic conflict of all time? Let's explore the war in heaven that shaped eternity, delving into spiritual realms and uncovering hidden meanings. Imagine a realm beyond physical understanding, where spiritual realities take form. Here, harmony once reigned supreme, with every being aligned perfectly with divine love and wisdom. At its center stood Lucifer, the morning star. But this tranquility wouldn't last. Isaiah 14:12-14 tells us, "How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God." Viewed spiritually, these words reveal a deeper truth. The fall from heaven isn't a physical descent, but a spiritual shift. The morning star represents a collective state of those who once held truth's light, but turned away. This fall symbolizes evil's origin, not as a created thing, but as good perverted. Where was Jesus during this upheaval? John chapter 1, verses 1-3 provides insight. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. The Word represents divine truth itself. Jesus, as the Word made flesh, embodies this truth. During the celestial conflict, he wasn't a distant observer, but the very essence of truth and love being challenged. Revelation chapter 12, verses 7-9, describes the heavenly war. Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back, but he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. This isn't a physical battle, but a clash of spiritual states. Michael represents those acknowledging all good and truth come from the divine. The dragon symbolizes self-love, attributing good and truth to itself. The fall to earth signifies the separation of these self-centered states from the heavenly realm. Jesus' role wasn't as a combatant, but as the principle of divine truth and love, against which self-love rebelled. He was the immovable foundation of divine order, the standard for all spiritual states. Ezekiel 28, verses 14-15, offers another perspective. "You were anointed as a guardian cherub, for so I ordained you. You were on the holy mount of God. You walked among the fiery stones. You were blameless in your ways from the day you were created till wickedness was found in you." Spiritually interpreted, this speaks to the highest angelic state, one of love and wisdom from the divine. The guardian cherub represents providence guarding heavenly things. Fiery stones symbolize love's truths. The fall occurs when one attributes these qualities to oneself rather than acknowledging their divine source. Colossians 1, verses 16-17 reveals, "For in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities. All things have been created through him and for him. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together." This shows Jesus not just as a creation participant, but as the principle through which all exists and is sustained. In the heavenly war context, he represents the divine order maintaining the universe, both natural and spiritual. The war in heaven isn't a one-time event, but an ongoing spiritual reality in every human heart and mind. Luke 10, verse 18 records Jesus saying, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Spiritually, this refers to the continuous process of evil being exposed and separated from good. Jude 6 adds another layer. And the angels who did not keep their positions of authority, but abandoned their proper dwelling, these he has kept in darkness, bound with everlasting chains for judgment on the great day. Spiritually interpreted, this isn't about literal angelic imprisonment, but the state of those turning from divine truth. Darkness and chains represent the constraints from rejecting divine wisdom's light. Ephesians 6, verse 12, reminds us of this conflict's ongoing nature. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. This verse, spiritually seen, isn't about external demons, but internal struggles against our lower natures. Rulers and authorities represent false principles and evil loves seeking to govern our minds and hearts. 2. Peter chapter 2, verse 4 offers another perspective. For if God did not spare angels when they sinned, but sent them to hell, putting them in chains of darkness to be held for judgment. Spiritually, this isn't about literal punishment, but the consequences of turning from divine love and wisdom. Chains of darkness represent restrictive mindsets from rejecting spiritual light. This understanding transforms our view of spiritual life. It's not about a distant cosmic battle, but about choices we face every moment. Will we align with divine love and wisdom, or turn to self-centeredness? The implications are profound. The war in heaven is ongoing, and we're all participants. Every kind act, every forgiveness, every selfless love is a blow for heaven. Every selfish act, hateful thought, or moment of pride is a temporary victory for rebellion. Jesus' role is eternally present. He is, in every moment, the divine truth exposing falsity, the divine love overcoming hatred, the divine wisdom dispelling ignorance. When we align with these qualities, we stand with Jesus in the ongoing heavenly war. This perspective sheds new light on evil. It's not an external force to battle, but an internal state to transform. The goal isn't to destroy enemies, but to convert our own lower natures, to turn our fallen angels back towards light. As we conclude, we're left with a sense of responsibility and hope. Responsibility because our thoughts and actions have cosmic significance. Hope because divine truth and love are always available in our spiritual battles. The war in heaven becomes a blueprint for our spiritual growth. It challenges us to examine where we stand in this ongoing conflict between self-centeredness and divine love. Are we attributing to ourselves the good and truth that come only from the divine, or are we acknowledging their true source? These are questions we must grapple with daily. Jesus' role takes on new significance. He stands not as a distant figure, but as ever-present divine truth and love, the standard for all spiritual states and the power for all spiritual growth. As we face our internal battles, we can draw strength from this understanding. We're not alone. The same divine truth and love that maintained heavenly order during the Great Rebellion is available to us always, guiding and strengthening us. This journey of understanding isn't just intellectual. It's a call to action, a challenge to align our lives with divine truth and love. It's an invitation to participate in creating heaven on earth, bringing light to darkness, transforming evil into good. Reflect on these truths. How do they change your understanding of your spiritual journey? How might they influence your daily choices? The war in heaven is not just history. It's the story of our lives, played out in every moment. If you found this exploration enlightening, I encourage you to delve deeper. Study the scriptures with this spiritual understanding. Reflect on how these truths apply to your life. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this journey of spiritual discovery together, supporting each other as we strive to align more fully with divine love and wisdom. Remember, in this cosmic drama, you have a crucial role. Every choice, every truth embraced, every loving act is a powerful force in this ongoing spiritual battle. Stand firm in truth, embrace divine love, and know that in doing so, you stand with Jesus in the eternal victory of good over evil, love over hatred, wisdom over ignorance. Thank you for joining this profound journey of spiritual discovery. Until next time, may you walk in the light of divine truth and love.